What's happening?
Oh my god.
Is that the giant Carlon tree? That person. I feel like I've met her somewhere before.
Martel.
Martel? That woman about to be consumed by the tree is Martel?
She reminds me of someone. She reminds me of...
Why would Martel reappear with that giant, grotesque tree?
I was afraid this would happen.
What do you mean?
Having lost the stability afforded by the protection of the summoned spirits, the Great Seed has gone out of control.
No. The purpose of the summoned spirits was to isolate the Great Seed from the outside world and prevent it from growing.
That was only half of it. The two worlds were forced out of phase by Yggdrasil. They should have drifted apart from each other and have been consumed by the void. But this was prevented from happening because the Great Seed was placed in the center between the two worlds.
I don't need a lecture from you to know that.
The Great Seed is constantly being pulled upon from both worlds as they try to separate from one another. It's a miracle that this delicate balance held up for even this long.
Wait, so the Mana Link served as a cage to contain the Great Seed in the space between the two worlds? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. And because you provided the unstable Great Seed with mana, it germinated in a twisted form and has gone out of control. It's even engulfed Martel.
Who cares why this happened? I want to know what's gonna happen if we can't stop this thing.
If what Kratos says is true, then Silverant will be consumed and destroyed by the Great Seed. And if Silverant is destroyed, Tetheala will be destroyed as well, as it is linked by the holy ground of Carlon and the otherworldly gate.
Then, everyone will die.
Everyone, except that twisted tree, and the angels that live on Daris Carlon.
We have to do something!
What can we do?
Ewan, how do you plan to rectify this situation?
We can cut off the mana flow and stop the seed from receiving any more mana.
But that won't subdue the giant tree. The process has already begun.
Is the giant tree going crazy like that in Tetheala too?
Highly unlikely, although I imagine they are feeling some effects, such as earthquakes.
That makes sense. Because Colette activated the process of world regeneration, the summoned spirits of Silverant are now active. Therefore, the giant tree was drawn over here by Silverant's summoned spirits.
Correct. The summoned spirits exchange their respective roles of yin and yang each time a chosen's quest for world regeneration succeeds. Currently, the summoned spirits of Silverant are carrying out the role of yang by providing the mana. But because the giant tree has overabsorbed Silverant's mana, it has gone out of control.
If that's the case, couldn't we neutralize it? By blasting it with the power of the opposing summoned spirits?
Whoa, Lloyd! You actually understood what we were talking about?
Shut it, Genus. Professor once said that the negative and positive of a magnet neutralize each other. This is kind of the same thing, right?
That's not quite right, Lloyd. But nonetheless, it's a clever idea coming from you.
Even if we did decide to try and set the summoned spirits of Tetheala against it, how are we gonna go about doing that? We can't get close to that crazy thing the way it is now.
The mana cannon.
Mana cannon? That machine Rodile was building?
We were actually manipulating Rodile into building that. Before the mana link started to disappear, we planned to have Rodile destroy the Tower of Salvation.
So you're suggesting we feed the mana of Tetheala's summoned spirits into the mana cannon and fire it at the giant tree. I suppose there's no better option right now.
First, we need to shut off the current flow of mana to the tree. It'll be too late if the tree grows any larger.
Then here's the plan. Ewan, I'm going to pretend I don't know who you've been working with or what you've been doing. In exchange, you're going to order the renegades to stop firing mana at the tree immediately. Meanwhile, Lloyd's group will head for the mana cannon.
All right.
It's not possible, sir. Forcistus has executed our Iselia Ranch infiltration team.
What does that mean?
The Iselia Ranch is still operational. We had people working undercover switch over the mana flow.
In other words, we have to infiltrate the place right now and stop the flow.
Then I shall go.
You? Are you suggesting we should send you, our enemy, to do this by yourself?
I'll send some of my men.
Preparations for the mana cannon, the shutdown of the mana reactors throughout the world. There are too many things we need the renegades to do. You don't have enough troops to do everything.
I'll go.
Wait, what are you saying? We have to head for the mana cannon.
You and the renegades can take care of the mana cannon. Kratos and the rest of us will infiltrate the Iselia Ranch. Fire the mana cannon when we give you the word. You wouldn't be able to trust the signal if it came from Kratos alone, right?
Well, that's true, but...
Is it about Chocolat?
That's right. Chocolat is held at the Iselia Ranch. Lloyd, you remembered your promise.
All right, we'll leave it to you then. Don't let us down.
Let's go, guys.
Is something wrong, Mythos? No. Just now I thought I heard Genus's voice. Why did you bring me along? You don't need me in order to stop the mana reactor. Because I don't trust Crucius. It just happens that this time, our goals, your goals, and those of the renegades coincide. But we don't know what's going to happen next. It's easier to keep an eye on you if you're close by. I see. A wise decision. How are we gonna get in? The gate's closed. I'll jump down inside from the cliff and open the door. No, let me go. I can simply fly over a gate like this. Can we have Kratos with us all the time so we can solve simple puzzles with his wings? Cough, cough, Colette, please think about this more, cough. Anyway, we have a character scan. Hard to believe I'm fighting together with you again like this. Huh, does it displease you? Oh, please. Of course I'm not happy about it, and I don't trust you either. Good. That's how you should be, because you and I are enemies. Drama, jeez. Anyway, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this. Oh my god, we have Kratos. Kratos is in our party again. Holy moly, he is back after so long, and you betcha we're gonna play as him right now. This is really cool, and he actually has his own like set of equipment too that no one else can have, which is kind of interesting. And I like all this fancy looking stuff. Look at all this crap. It's Crucius technology. Anyway, the other thing that I feel right now is, do we really have to help Chocolat? It's been so long since we've actually like seen hide or hair of her, and the last time I remember her, she was not being very good of a character. Honestly, like I kind of still have things against Chocolat. Anyway, moving on. We have to rescue her regardless. So, oh well. We have these guys. They're just regular old designs, and oh, I guess we have Lightning Blade now. We do have a bunch of techs on Kratos. I probably should have thought about this before I jumped straight into a battle, but I think I'll just replace at least these. If I'm playing as Kratos, that means I have to keep an eye on my stuff. And by stuff, I mean the party's HP. I'll do some light spear. Once again, Kratos is very similar to... Oh, he did not learn triple kick, but he learned something. I didn't quite catch what it was. He is very similar to Zelos in his playstyle, so it's pretty neat. I'm getting a lot of things.
I was just warming up.
Alright, a level up for you, and he earned the title of Battle God right off the bat. Status, boop boop. Oh right, he also got Traitor, a silent warrior who betrayed all trust. No reasons are given to those left behind. That matches him. But besides that, we have this. It ups his HP and strength, I guess, but the rest of his stuff takes a pretty decent hit. He kills all who are in his way. He is beyond beast or man. Manned. He can only be called a god. I like Traitor better. Traitor suits him. And speaking of suit, can I just say that I wish he kept his blue suit? You know, I actually do prefer his purple one, but I think it would be really neat if he joined our party and actually had the blue outfit, his Crucius outfit. That'd be really neat. So we have the Sorcerer's Ring changey thingy here. Whoa, a kind of warm light came out of it. It's the light of mana. This is mana? Be careful, if you release too much of your body's mana, you will exhaust it. Okay. This is extremely vague. This is a very vague thing, so I didn't understand it straight away myself. The way that this works is that it's mainly used for puzzles, but if you bring in another party member, let's pull in Regal, because I'm not going to be using Regal all that much. Actually, no, it's not. That's not what determines it. Regal, go back. Regal. Who did I have? Sure, Genus, whatever. So this is dependent on who you have out on the field. If you use this, a colorful light comes out, but his mana got hit by quite a bit too. Wow, he's down to 276. So if you want to use this Sorcerer's Ring, I mostly suggest that you use a character that you're not going to be fighting with. So that's a thing to keep in mind. But just because we haven't seen Kratos for a really long time, I'm going to be using him on the field just because it's kind of a waste of TP, but whatever. I don't care that much. This is the mana reactor. Can't we just destroy the ranch? If we're going to do that, we have to rescue the captives. We don't have time this time around. Let's destroy or stop just the mana reactor while rescuing Chocolat and the others. Where are the captives held? Around here, I think. That's on the way to the mana reactor. We may be able to rescue them at the same time. There is insufficient time. It would be a 70% loss. It's the same as in Kavar's ranch. We'll have to divide into teams. What should we do, Lloyd? I'll go to the mana reactor. Chocolat hates me anyway. Okay, then pick the members for your team, Lloyd. That's right, we are splitting up, and oh boy, haha, you guys all know that I want to take Kratos along just because. So he's going to be a part of the reactor team. And beyond that, we know that Forcestus is here. Forcestus is in the Iselia Ranch, and this is where everything started. I think Genus really has a place here, so he's going to come with us to the reactor side of this mission. Now, the last one, honestly, Kratos can heal on his own, and also there's this here. Forgot to mention that. Lovely mittens. I guess Colette. Colette hasn't really been doing all too much, and she's a part of Iselia as well, and she really wants to take this place out right along with us. So we're gonna go ahead and be a part of the reactor team. So there we go. Reactor team, Bloody Blood, Rescue team, Rain, Regal, Zealous, and Presea. I'm a little bit sketchy on leaving Rain out of this, but I'm going to try and once again depend on the healing capabilities of another party member. So we're going to go with this. I'll have these three come with me. I will observe how far your skills with the blade have progressed. I'll show you what a genius magician can really do. Okay, let's do our best. There's something really funny about this situation where one person is judging you, the other person wants you to judge them, and the last one just doesn't give a crap. They're just like, yeah, this is fun. Let's stay together until we reach Chocolatte's location. That would be faster. Gotcha. Also, it looks like we can use these facilities. We should prepare ourselves before going into battle. So, do remember that we are on our own. So, if we come over here, we have a refresher. Now, we haven't seen one of these in a while, but this is essentially just a shop. I don't need all too much, honestly. Like, I don't think I'm going to buy too much crap. Like, maybe that. I could put Regal's personal skill on, but I don't care enough right now. I'm fine. We'll be alright. So there we go, and if we come over here to this one, we are healed. So if you need to refill your TP after like draining it a bunch, then hey, there's a refresher right here and you can just go like boop and be all good. So that's good to keep in mind. Now what the Sorcerer's Ring is actually used for is this thing right here. It's kind of like a key of sorts, I guess, if you want to put it that way. You can just not touch those because they hurt. Yep. Head through this door, and lo and behold.
Chosen one!
Chocolat!
Don't move!
So you're the intruders. The host bodies made a break for it when they heard you were here. You'll pay for this! Whoa. You!
So, you like kicking people around, huh? Well, now it's payback time.
I like how easily we got pushed over and kicked around when these are just normal enemies. Look at these guys. These are normal designs. There's nothing like special about them at all. They're just kind of there. And yeah, that was such an awkward scene where it's just like, yeah, we're gonna make this whole big issue about us getting almost defeated by these designs that I've already killed probably 1,000 of by now. Okay, you cast that Thunderblade, man.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Are there any others here?
I think the people in the other rooms managed to get away already.
Well then, we'll take the captives just as planned.
Right. Good luck.
Come everyone, this way.
If you don't want to be saved by me, just consider yourself rescued by the Chosen. Now hurry and go!
Can I just say that this would probably be like a ton easier if Chocolat just wasn't such a blah 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 early game? Okay, I'm done. I'm done complaining about her. She's not worth it. Okay. So we have this down here. Yeah, this is just continuing over in that direction. So I'm gonna come back up and head back to this room. Oh, well, now I definitely need it. I guess that lets us do this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here because we've already been going at this for quite a bit. And in the next episode, we're going to be going deeper into the Iselia Ranch at long last. I will see you guys then. MasaeAnela out.